Hello in England, and we're going to look at this book about Colonial Williamsburg. Now, it's not an art book really, but I want to talk about the art aspects of this colonial city, town in America. And this place, Williamsburg, was built by the British, who at the time possessed colonial America. Colonial America was 13 colonies, but that was only about 5% in landmass of the current United States, because the West hadn't been discovered. So the English settlers went to America, the Pilgrim Fathers, the Puritans, who were refugees. The Pilgrim Fathers were Puritans, and they were kicked out of England. And of course there were other nations going. Dutch were going, the French, the Spanish in the south. So all these people went to America, and the English, British got the upper hand and took hold of most of it. So in this book, I've got a really interesting selection of things which are English yet are American. So it's quite a strange time. So basically, we're just going through picking out items which I hope you find interesting. There is a brick building. Now the bricks are laid in a certain manner. In England, every town has its own way of laying bricks. For example, you can have bricks going along. You can have bricks going along with the one going sideways. You can have a course of bricks all going along with the next course all going sideways, and you have different coloured bricks. So it's called the way bricks are laid. It's called a bond. And in America, the people picked the favourite bonds from England. And there is such a thing as an English bond, and there are, as I say, these local bonds. So there is a building in colonial America from the 18th century, which was built by the British, and it could be in England, but it's not in America. A lot of American East Coast houses have got these flat roofs and belvederes. And in America, they call them, Widow's Walks, I think the name is. And they're especially prominent in coastal towns where the widows would lament lost sailors. They would go up looking for boats which would never come home. So that's quite interesting. Okay, we'll go into the book. This is the crest. This is the lion and unicorn. This is the English crown on the government buildings, and that would be the same in England. And they're still there now. We still have them. You have a beautifully restored area of this place, Williamsburg. One of the Rockefellers basically bought it all and restored it to as near as he could get it to original. And it's a place you can visit, Colonial Williamsburg. And the shops are reopened, and there's taverns, and there's all these old buildings. So in this scene here, you've got an 18th century dinner setting. The chairs are English chairs. Now, they would have been made in America to an English design. And you can buy Chippendale's book of designs, which was available then, of course. So someone in this town would have had this Chippendale book, like an IKEA catalogue. And people would have ordered from the catalogue, and the items would have been made locally out of local wood, turned and carved and all the rest of it. And with American furniture, you'll find things like cherry and red walnuts, which are not so common in England. The town is slightly over-restored. This is a French parterre in a square in the garden, and it would not have been like that perhaps originally. So they're making it nice, very nice for the visitors. And again, you've got these Georgian era houses with the English style bonds, these English style sash windows, and a door which looks like it could be off Downing Street. The cast, the people there working there, dress up in colonial outfits. A windmill, very important thing. Clapboard or clapperboard houses made of timber, not common in England, but common in certain parts of England. And many of the English in America at this time would have been first generation arrivals. These chairs again are Chippendale chairs, and as soon as America became America, not English, not British, they kept all of these buildings, and they kept all of these designs of furniture. They kept the church. The church in America now is an Anglican church. It's called the Episcopal Church, but it is an Anglican church still. They just changed the name. So we have Chippendale again. Musical instruments being made. These are prisons with wooden interiors. You have gun makers, very important for hunting as well as defence. And in those days, the colonial people were defending themselves from the Indians and the French. From the French would attack from the sea and, of course, from the land. And the French would try and ally with the local Indians, and there were many tribes. This is a law court flying the Union Jack, an early version of the Union Jack, not the current version. Shops, a silversmith, milliners, beautifully fitted antique style shops with beautiful counters and shelves. Printers, blacksmith, of course, farriers, victuallers, traders, importers, timber yards, coopers making barrels, drugstores, leather stores. This is a magazine, they're calling it. It's an armoury, and you can see it's full to the rafters of muskets, and the building itself has no windows. And when there's trouble, the local men would put down their whatever they're doing, and they would run to the armoury where the militia was based, and they would pick up their rifle to defend the town. So a wonderful book. Incredible. This is a brick kiln, I think, where they're actually making bricks. This flag is not the Stars and Stripes, it's the Union Jack and Stripes, the predecessor to the Star and Stripes. And these are militias, not full-time armies. These are the militias who would have been defending the early English settlements from, as I say, the Indians and the French. Cannons, beautiful house. We would call that in England a Georgian house or Queen Anne house. That's the armoury with a redoubt around it to give the defenders more protection. So you can see in America, fantastic remnants of the British era, and it's so close to Georgian England. It's quite incredible. Same language, the same sort of furniture. Okay, hope that's been interesting. Thank you.